following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 11 in season number 4 of the NRLOA Turkey Hills Series. We are here at the Iowa Speedway, the Menards 250 here in Newton, Iowa. 50 laps of action here around this 7/8 of a mile short track in America's heartland, and our third standalone event of the season. Chick-fil-A Cup Series is north of the border at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park this weekend. We are here in Iowa for another great event here at the Turkey Hills Series. And a lot of unknowns coming into this one because we're going to have pit stops in this race. And the Turkey Hills Series has not come here since season number 2. So a lot that needs to be decided here in this one. So we had a great race yesterday in the HERS Dash Series. A lot of passing in the last lap pass. Not entirely sure how these guys are going to face it, but I know it's going to be a good one here today for the 11th race of the season alongside Andrew Miller and Nathan Stapleton. In South Boston, another short track we had this season, we did not have that much passing at all. As a matter of fact, Josh Crash dominated that event, led 59 of 60 laps. Yesterday in the HERS Dash Series, like I said, a lot of lead changes. What do you think we're going to see today? Is it going to be dominated by one guy, or are we going to have a lot of passing here today at the Iowa Speedway?
I don't have much experience with Iowa, so that is a good question. If I had to take a guess, I would probably say that with the amount of wear and fuel use that they have, I would say that we'll probably see Griffin Lynn in the best spot for a while. Whoever was able to save their tires early in a run will definitely start to show their speed later in the field. So I think we're going to see some comers and goers throughout the course of this event. Though, and I'm just going to apologize in advance for how out of it I seem. It's been a long day.
It has. Both of us have been to Dover for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race, which was pretty good, with Justin Allgaier winning. So if we're not really too enthusiastic today. Of course, we'll be enthusiastic, but we might not be 100% mentally in the game. But Nathan Stapleton, he got up at 1 o'clock today in the afternoon, by the way. So he should be good to go to tell us how this one's going to go. Griffin Lynn, Las Vegas winner, starting on the pole. His season hasn't been too good up to now, with the exception of his win, of course. So do you think he's going to get some redemption today, get a win here in Iowa?
I think he could, because the way that this track is, the inside lane is the place to be, but you have to be careful to not wash up these turns and smack that wall off the floor.
And you definitely have to watch for these guys overshooting turn number 4. We saw it have a major effect in last night's race in the HERS Dash Series, and we're probably going to see a lot of it here tonight. Jamie Lee is the points leader. Ryan Madden is 13 points behind. Alex Bonsignor is 19 points behind. Nick Smith is 22 points behind. And Josh Crash, he is 23 points behind coming into today's event. And Griffin Lynn in the number 9, starting on the pole for tonight's event. His teammate Justin Zeidel is starting alongside him. We have Tyson Conway in the number 78, a great starting position for him. He's alongside Casey Hoffman in the number 33. Casey Hoffman, development driver to Caleb Hoffman, who is going to be making a start in tonight's Auto Club 100K over in Fontana, California. 48 of Eli Bright will be alongside the 99 of Mark Davidson. Ashland Boyd starting alongside the 62 of Matt Hamill. Ashland Boyd got the win at Talladega a few weeks ago. Looking for a second win here in the Turkey Hills Series. Trey Wright alongside Carter Friesen will round out the top 10 starting positions here in Newton, Iowa. The Menards 250. And looking forward to seeing who gets it done here tonight. Griffin Lynn and Justin Zidell on the front row. Tyler Selzman won this race in Season 2, last time and the only time we've come here in the past for the Turkey Hills Series. And these drivers looking to put their name alongside the Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion here tonight. See if they can do it, or somebody's going to do it, because somebody's got to win. And we'll see who gets it done in 50 laps. Menards 250, green flag at Iowa. Lap 1 led by Griffin Lynn, but Tyson Conway all over his back bumper, and Justin Zidell on the outside. Trying to make something stick up there, just can't quite get it done. 3 wide back in here. Noah Clifton to the inside of Mark Davidson and Casey Hoffman. They're going to keep it together. Outside wall hit for Justin Zidell on the 5 as he went 3 wide. And Griffin Lynn trying to pull away, but Tyson Conway right behind him.
That inside lane, just as I thought, prevailing pretty darn well at the moment. Here comes the 14 on the inside of the 48, but progresses once the tires start to wear down and pit stops start to take place. I will give Zidell credit, though. He held on to the outside lane as long as he could.
He did. He did a good job at the start of this one. And here comes Tyson Conway for the lead. And they're side by side, entering turn number 3. And how about the 78? He's never won before on Napa Fan, but he's been slowly creeping his way up in the points, getting some good finishes here for that number 78 team. And now a lap led for the number 78 of Tyson Conway as he gets around. Griffin Lynn, Jake West, Adam Lewis, 3 wide. As Josh Crash, Eli Bright, and Ashland Boyd go 3 wide for the 5th position. You might want to watch for Ashland Boyd coming off the turn number 4 here. And a little bit of a bump there as Crash got into Bright, and Bright's going to shoot the 14 up the racetrack. He avoids the outside wall. Great job by the Talladega winner. Griffin Lynn trying to close back in on Tyson Conway. A 4-car breakaway between these 4 guys right here. Only 1 win throughout the season. And that's Griffin Lynn in the number 9 of these top 4 guys. It's a mess back in here. Here comes Nicholas Wade, Emmett Juckham, and that's Joey Gase's car, and I took a picture with him, or no, I didn't. Actually, he's the one driver I met that I didn't take a picture with today. But still, Joey Gase, that's his car. I got his autograph today, so that counts. But Emmett Juckham doing a good job in the 52, and the guy who won the Dover race we went to earlier today, or the car, I should say, the number 7, driven by Cameron Gaju here, will the 7 win twice in a row on this Saturday. Of course, you guys aren't seeing this last Saturday, but it might happen for the number 7 of Cameron Gaju. He is in the top 10 right now. Tyson Conway still out front in the 78 with Griffin Lynn right behind him. And they've kind of stalled out up front, but Griffin Lynn is not letting it go by easy for the number 78 of Tyson Conway here.
They're looking somewhat faster than Conway right now. But Conway doing a good job just keeping his nose clean. Just that's what Griffin Lynn's trying to make him do. But as we see 3 wide again, these guys are being pretty bold for as early as it is.
Yeah, and this is happening kind of midway through the pack. They get single file and then they get 3 wide. It's Emmett Juckham, Matt Hamill, and that's Eli Bright, who was, I believe, 3 wide on the outside there. And you see all these guys all over the place. Alex Bongtner in the outside wall as they swarm him on the outside. But everybody's still in this thing. Casey Hoffman, he started, I believe he started 4th for this race, and he is now last in the number 33. What happens here at Iowa, if you get stuck in that outside lane, keep on scraping that outside wall. As Nathan alluded to it, it's not a good place to be off of turn number 4. And we saw it affect a lot of guys there. But Tyson Conway does not have anybody alongside him right now, so he's doing a pretty good job in the 78, holding on to the lead. And he's going for his first career Napa fan win here tonight. Jake West trying to close in on the number 9 of Griffin Lynn. And Adam Lewis and Josh Crash in the outside wall. Here comes Nicholas Wade for the 5th position.
If you'll be able to make the move stick down there. Yeah, once he gets to that inside, it's going to be next to impossible for Josh Crash to hang on because that outside lane just is not where you want to be. But here comes that 7 car, which would be pretty cool to see win if we would be able to do that because of the fact that Dover, and that was a heck of a battle between Allgaier and Sadler. If the 7 car can pull it off yet again.
We'll have to see. Of course, that was in the past, but this is the future, and the future is now for the veteran driver of Cameron Gaju up to the 6th position as he tries to close in on Nicholas Wade, and Griffin Lynn's closing back in on Tyson Conway as Adam Lewis got around Jake West for the 3rd position. Griffin Lynn hanging on right behind the 78 here, and he might get to the inside before too long. Griffin Lynn trying to get a 2nd win of the season, become the first driver this season in the Turkey Hill Series to win multiple races. Josh Crash almost did it at Texas, but had to come down the pit lane while coming to the white flag. I don't know if that's going to happen here today. We will have pit stops at some point throughout this event, but right now it's looking pretty good for our top 4 as they continue to run up front. Nicholas Wade rounding out the top 5 with Cameron Gaju, Josh Crash, Carter Friesen, the 62 of Matt Hamill, and Ryan Madden has found his way in the top 10 in the 24. And that's 2nd in the points behind Jamie Lee. The number 11 is deep in the field for this one. Very deep in the field. You see Alex Bongsignor now in the last position, and they are shuffling like crazy back in here. These guys moving all over the place and swapping positions. And you see Dale Salzman in the outside wall, and the number 18 as he falls back. But they seem to be moving their way through the field pretty well back in there. And now Griffin Lynn is under fire from Adam Lewis. Lewis did not get a good one off the corner. Here comes Jake West in the 07, looking to get to the inside of the 20 for the 3rd position and take it back from the 20.
Gotta imagine we're getting pretty close to pit stops right about now, so some guys might be starting to kind of ramp up the intensity, trying to get as much track position as they can. So that way they'll have maybe a little bit of a cushion when they do come into the... A good job there from that 62, making that outside lane work there for a moment.
Yeah, they don't seem to be sliding up and smacking an outside wall like they were yesterday. Of course, a lot of these guys maybe have more experience in the Hearst Series guys, because a lot of these guys were in that race last night, so maybe not. But here is Ryan Kendall, last winner here in the Turkey Hill Series. He's right behind Alex Russell, left for 14th on Justin Zidell. Zidell getting the run on the outside and hanging on. And here comes Ryan Madden trying to take this position back. The tires are wearing out. It's getting a lot harder to pass out here, and we're seeing that right now, as Madden just cannot make it stick on the inside as Matt Hamill hangs on in the 62. And I think we've kind of seen it stall out up front because of that. Adam Lewis might try here in Griffin Lynn before too long. There he goes to the inside, trying to take the 2nd position away. It's a great run for Adam Lewis. Did not start off the season too well here in the Turkey Hill Series, but he's been moving his way through the points a little bit better as of late, and getting a good run here at Iowa. We'll see what his pit crew can do to help him keep that position going for him, maybe even get the win. Of course, these top 4, all 4 of these guys have a chance at victory. They're all on each other, and one mistake by any of these guys, and they're going to fall outside this position. You see Nicholas Wade trying to close in, but he's 2.5 seconds behind our leader, so the win is going to most likely be between these 4 drivers, only unless something freak happens here at the Iowa Speedway. There's 24 Angel Olvera in the last position. Nick Smith, Micah Knapp, Dale Salzman now back there. Jamie Lee trying to move his way back through the field. And these guys are taking to this racetrack pretty well, but still a lot of guys with right side damage as they are scraping that outside wall off of turn number 4.
Definitely observing, though, is that as the tires wear down, the outside lane starts to come in a little more. It looks like drivers are able to get a little more momentum up there as the tires wear down, but I was gonna make, but now I forget what it is. But oh yeah, when pit stops do roll around, ooh, that's gonna be scary. You get someone coming out of the pits, someone trying to come in the pits at the same time. They are going to meet, and that will result in trouble.
Yeah, here at Iowa, it's one of the worst places for pit road exit. And you might want to watch for that when we get to it. I'm going to have a feeling they're going to be about midway, lap 30, in between lap 30 and lap 40, so about lap 35 would be my guess for the cycle of pit stops in this race. So we got a caution around then. It'd be a shootout for the win, and that would definitely be interesting here at Iowa. Not as much passing as we saw last night, but still, we just passed halfway. A long way to go in this race, and pit stop still yet to occur. It's been a clean race so far. No cautions. There were no cautions at Dover, and right now we're en route to having no cautions here at Iowa. I like it when they race these things out, though. Don't really like to see everybody crash every time. We had enough crashes at Talladega. Only had about 10 cars in contention for the win there, so good to keep it rolling here with these guys keeping a green flag going. Number 78 hanging on to the lead right now. Tyson Conway looking for his first career Napa fan win. And I believe everybody else has won before. I can't remember anymore, guys. I've done like over 650 races. How do you expect me to remember stuff like that? Jake West, I believe he's also going for his first career win as well. So I have to see once we get all that figured out later on. And there hasn't really been a change in the top 10 for quite some time. The last change was Ryan Madden getting around Matt Hamill. And it is obvious at this point that these tires are just worn to the core. And they're not really going to get anywhere with these worn tires at the moment. So it's all going to come down to the pit stops and how these guys maneuver around them on the racetrack, and how they use their advantages to move their way through the field in this one. So Tyson Conway holding on to the lead right now as pit stops will be beginning here very shortly.
Whoever takes tires first is going to have the big advantage, because they're going to have grip, and they'll definitely be able to gain a ton of track position. I mean, sure, you might lose some of that time a little later. Short term, I think that is going to be the right call. So whoever comes in first, watch out for them.
Going to be an interesting one here once we get those cycle of pit stops to begin. And that is a position change, or close to a position change right there. They closed in there on Tyson Conway, because they're coming down the pit lane, ready to begin the cycle of pit stops here at Iowa. Now Jake West is staying out. That is a risky move, and the caution is out. No wonder he's doing it.
Is exactly
Ryan Kendall
what I thought.
and Mark Davidson had an issue trying to come down, and the yellow flag will fly, and that just completely screws over the leaders.
Wow.
Happened again. We've seen it happen so many times throughout so many races on Napa Fan this season, and it happens again. This is going to be an intriguing one to review, however. And I'm hoping that these guys can at least stay behind the pace car and not be like on the tail end of the lead lap. The rest of the field's going to come down, but they're going to probably tail end the rest of the field here. Actually, some guys are staying out. What in the world are you doing? Jake West.
That's not smart.
Yeah, Jake West, Josh Crash, Cameron Gaggi, Ryan Madden, Alex Russell, Matt Tuck. Wondering if they're trying to put all these guys a lap down on purpose. I don't know what the deal is there, but very untimely caution for a lot of guys. But somebody's going to get this win on a freak circumstance here at Iowa. And we're just going to have to see how it all shakes out. Curious to why these guys did not come down.
Might come down this time, maybe.
Hopefully. Because if they don't, they're going to have to come down under the caution. Or during the green flag, I should say.
Well, I've seen times where they will stay out and then run out the very instant they take the green flag. Some of them might even be running out already.
Maybe they might think that they can make it on fuel to the end and be able to hold everybody off. I mean, it is less than 50 miles, 7/8 of 50 miles, which amounts to, say, about 42, no, not quite, 44 miles, so Trying to make it 44 miles on one tank isn't something that we normally do. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it or not. We're just going to have to see. I mean, they're taking the risk. And the good thing about this is that those guys who came down, trying to find Tyson Conway here, they are going to be 13th here. They're not going to be on the tail end of the lead lap, and they're going to still have a contention to possibly win this thing. And here they come. So don't ask me why they waited, but they're now coming down, and I think it's all going to cycle through to the guys who were initially going to be the leaders after this whole thing, staying out and taking the lead. This is weird what they're doing here, but these guys are going to be sent to the back of the field. Interesting decision, but they might be able to, might be thinking that they can make it to the end. I really don't know. But very interesting strategy going on here at Iowa. Maybe they want to avoid contact. I really don't know. I mean, why would so many guys be doing this? Doesn't really make much sense.
Not me.
I believe the lead is going to go to Trey Wright, but I don't believe he's made a pit stop yet. So this is going to get interesting. But either way, let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the caution here in the Menards 250 at Iowa. Ryan Kendall overshooting the corner, and Mark Davidson got into him, and wow. Joseph Simwell also got spun around here with this one as they were going 3 wide, and Davidson really didn't have anywhere to go as the 97 overshot that corner, came back down on him, and that's what sent him around. We could have avoided a caution for it. It would have been nice, but unfortunately, a lot of guys are going to get caught on a bad cycle. And interestingly enough, it's the guys who stayed out that are going to get caught on a bad cycle here. So the leaders who have been dominating this race are actually going to still be dominating because they came down right time, and they're going to be second. Right behind Trey Wright, who I believe is the only guy who's yet to make a pit stop. So the leader is effectively going to be... Or no, Trey Wright has made a pit stop. So Trey Wright's the guy who's the leader. He is now in the catbird seat to get this win. So this is going to be very interesting.
Only maybe? He take only gas?
No, he did take tires. I think he just managed to get out ahead of the pace car or something, and he might have been the only one to do so. Well, I do know that everyone's going to be ready to go. There shouldn't be any problems with guys running out of fuel, and all 40 drivers are still out there, so wasn't too bad. Very interesting strategy. The leader is Trey Wright in the 39. Let's see what he does on the restart here in the Menards 250 at Iowa. We are back here at the Iowa Speedway in the Turkey Hill Series Menards 250, and Trey Wright is the leader in the number 39. Tyson Conway, Griffin Lynn, how about Alex Mann and Ashlyn Boyd? And, of course, a lot of these guys came down under that caution on the first lap. And you see them mixing in with the guys who came down initially. There's Adam Lewis and the other guy who was with those guys. It might have been Nicholas Wade. It was Jake West who was the other guy, and he actually stayed out. So he's kind of at the back of the field right now because he waited to come down until late in the race, but he's not too far back because he's 16th. So realistically, everything worked out pretty well for everybody, and everything kind of stays the same. But here we go. Tyson Conway to the inside of Trey Wright for the lead. And Trey Wright was not able to hold on to it, and Conway right back where he was before all that started. Griffin Lynn up to the second position. Trey Wright, how about Alex Mann? And Adam Lewis here on the inside lane. Griffin Lynn trying to close back in. Ooh, Nathan Baird in the 44 overshooting and around. Ashlyn Boyd in the 14 outside wall hit. And Micah Knapp cannot avoid him. Neither can Casey Hoffman in a log jam in turn number 4. You see the 51 of Jordan Lopez. Josh Crash get involved. Eli Bright in the 48. There's Isaac Redmond. There's Jake West. Ashlyn Boyd, the Talladega winner with heavy damage. And he got sent around by somebody into the outside wall. Davidson's going to come down the pit lane here. All these guys should be able to continue. Micah Knapp with heavy damage in the 2. He will be done for the rest of the night. Same with Eli Bright. He's not going to be able to continue with that one. Wow, that's That shakes things up again. Griffin Lynn, even Trey Wright has a chance of coming back here and getting something to work. We're not done yet.
Even close. Oh boy. I don't know. This will be. But man, that was a. Should see what happened.
Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the second caution here in the Menards 250. Ashland Boyd in the 14 cut right in front of Colton Yo. This was all Ashland Boyd's fault. Colton Yo was just an innocent bystander and unfortunately did not gain any damage from this. And Boyd, I don't know what in the world he was thinking, just cut right in front of the 98 into the outside wall hard. And unfortunately, a lot of these guys in the back cannot avoid him. Micah Knapp, he's 3 wide on the outside. It's just not going to work out too well. You see him hit the 14 there. Christian Master avoids all this. Casey Hoffman does not. Jordan Lopez tries to slow down. Josh Crash runs right into him. And Eli Bright, Isaac Redmond, Jake West. Yeah, West got a little bit of damage. He was one of those top 4 guys at the beginning of this race. And he got shuffled to the back during that cycle of pit stops under the yellow flag. And a lot of good cars involved. Our Armory Digital winner there, our South Boston winner, and our Talladega winner, all with damage in this accident.
Here, this is just an all-around bizarre incident. The 98, I will admit, was running a weird lane, but the 14 just cutting down like that. It was going way too fast to even come down pit road, so I'm not sure what happened. Catastrophic failure, mechanical failure of some sort of the 14, I'm not sure. It's going to cost a lot of other drivers their races.
Yeah, not too many people are going to be happy with Ashland Boyd after this one, let's just say that. But either way, we're going to have ourselves a pretty good battle for the win and a pretty good race to the finish, so buckle up tight. Going to be within 10 laps to go here in the Menards 250 at Iowa. Let's see who gets it done in the Turkey Hill Series. So Tyson Conway, the leader here at Iowa. It's going to be 9 laps to go when we restart here in the Menards 250. Griffin Lynn, Trey Wright, Alex Mann, Adam Lewis, Carter Friesen, Nicholas Wade, Colton Yo, who was not the cause of that accident, but was the guy who technically initiated it, and the 44, Nathan Baird. Top 9. Sebastian Kukulon in 10th. Tyson Conway looking to restart this race right where he wants to finish it. It's 9 to go at Iowa. Griffin Lynn right behind him. Trey Wright trying to close back in. They remain single file through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Lewis for 4th on Alex Mann.
Looking at, honestly, a great fight to the finish between Conway and Griffin Lynn, because those two have been the fastest all day. And here comes Lynn already.
A great draft off the 78 down the front stretch, trying to run the inside on the 78 of Tyson Conway. Can't quite do it. Conway gets the push off. And it looks like Trey Wright just a little too slow for the rest of the field right here. He's holding up Adam Lewis. Lewis trying to get around him. Can't quite do it as Wright continues to block. Trey Wright trying to get his best finish of the season here in that custom number 39. Comes to number 0 of Nicholas Wade into the top 5. He'd love a great run here in the Turkey Hill Series. And Conway pulling away here. Griffin Lynn lost a little bit of ground. And Conway trying to get that 78 in victory lane. Alex Mann on Carter Friesen. Not able to get it to stick. And I think even though we had pit stops just a few laps ago, these tires seem to be a little bit more worn than they were at the start of this race. Going to be 5 laps to go next time for Tyson Conway in the Menards 250.
Yeah, I think Trey Wright with his call, I think it might be too tight because he's going way slow. And I think his call is just way too tight and way too tough to handle right now.
And just in case you forgot, yes, Virginia, there is a Nathan Stapleton. Haven't really heard from him all night long, but great insight there. Tyson Conway does appear to be shooting it up the racetrack just a little bit. He held it pretty good that time, but Griffin Lynn, he's closing back in. 4 laps to go in the Menards 250. It's going to be between these two drivers. Griffin Lynn, who started on the pole. Tyson Conway, who started 3rd. And Lynn overshot that corner there. He's going to lose more ground. Adam Lewis finally got around Trey Wright. And Trey Wright is just very slow compared to the rest of these guys. He obviously does not have the power in that 39 compared to everybody else, but he's trying to hang on, get a top 5 finish. He's right now 5th. We'll see what he can do here. Griffin Lynn trying to hold on. But Tyson Conway just has a very strong race car in that number 78. And this is the kind of... Oh, caution's out! And that'll do it. Tyson Conway wins the race back. And only unless he comes down the pit lane, it's over. Looks like we had Alex Russell, Matt Tuck with issues. And more drivers as well. I see Nathan Faden down the pit lane. And the 00 of Alex Russell. But the number 78, I believe he's got it. He was pulling away there from Griffin Lane, able to hold him off. And this race is going to end under caution. With a first-time winner, the name of Tyson Conway, the number 78. Let's go ahead. See what happened to bring out the third and final caution here in the Menards 250 at Iowa. Matt Tuck in the 28. He was trying to get to the inside of Christian Master. Master overshot the corner, and he saw the opportunity to get to the inside, but Master hit the outside wall, and Matt Tuck was also sliding up the racetrack and got into him. Around he went. Fisher G avoids this. Alex Russell does not. And right there, it's going to knock out the 00. You see all the smoke. Cameron Gaju as well hits the 28, I believe. Everybody else avoided him, but not the way Matt Tuck wanted to end his night here at the Iowa Speedway, and going to fall in the points after that one.
23 slides up the 28, has a good run. He doesn't want to give it up, but these tires are just starting to wear down a bit too much. Slip and slide, but it's the end of the race. You got to run hard, and that's what the 28 tried to do. Just didn't work.
And in the end, the 78 will come home with the victory. Tyson Conway with the win. Let's get to the official finish here in the Menards 250 at Iowa. Well, here we go. Tyson Conway's going to hold on and grab his first career Napa fan win in a wacky race here at Iowa. Going to hold on ahead of Griffin Lynn and Adam Lewis. Tyson Conway wins the Menards 250 in the Turkey Hills Series. His first career Napa fan win here tonight. Oh boy, was this one crazy. I mean, I've been up for a long time, off 5 hours of sleep. It's been a long day for me. It's been a good day for me. It's been a good day for Tyson Conway in the 78, the winner here tonight. We still got another race later tonight with the Rockstar Pro Series, so we're not even done yet, but we already recorded that one, so we're good there. But only 5 drivers failed to finish. Matt Tuck, Alex Russell, Micah Knapp, Jordan Lopez, and Ashlyn Boyd. And this one was just interesting. Had a long green flag run in the first 35 laps of this race. Then the last 15 laps, we have 3 cautions. So, not quite what we expected, but still a pretty decent one here in Iowa, don't you think?
I can absolutely agree to that one. It was a good race there. Kind of a bummer that end under caution, but still, up to that point, it was pretty good stuff. Drivers being aggressive. Congrats to Mr. Tyson Conway on the victory. And win, as you said. I'm hoping I get mine here sometime. We'll see whenever that time comes. I'm sorry. I'm starting to slowly pass out.
Well, I'm going to say the same thing I did that Murkowski got his first win at Richmond when it was the 3 of us. A win's a win, and if it's on the green or if it's under caution, a win's a win, and a win, it just so happens to be for Tyson Conway, his first career win.
It definitely is.
He owned it.
It was a wacky night. Sorry, man. I'm tired. It's a wacky night here at Iowa, and I think we've all had it for the night. But for tonight, for you guys, you still got more racing. Rockstar Pro Series from Auto Club. And tomorrow morning, right here on Napa Fan, it is the Canadian Tire 350K from Mo Sports. Chick-fil-A Cup Series, the second road course race of the season. That'll be fun, and check that out, 9 a.m. Eastern, right here on Napa Fan. But anyways, pray for me as I'm going through a stressful time at the moment with my wisdom teeth being pulled out, so I'm incapable of accomplishing any normal human tasks that I normally accomplish here. But you know what, it'll be fine, and that's why YouTube can schedule videos, and I'm really glad they can. So here you go, you're seeing me. I might seem fine while you're watching this, but trust me, I'm not feeling fine while you're watching this, and I'm not really feeling fine right now when I'm trying to record this because I need some sleep. Good night, everybody. Congratulations to Tyson Conway. And here are the points for the Turkey Hill Series. Next race here in the Turkey Hill Series. We're off next week to begin Indy 250 week. Next race is Charlotte for the whatever it's going to be, 300. I can't remember. I'm too tired to go back and check. You guys get it. Thank you guys very much for watching. We're not done with racing here tonight and this weekend on Napa Fans, so check all the races out. On behalf of Andrew Miller and Nathan Stapleton, thank you guys very much for watching once again, and I will see you guys later.
Hey guys.